with you. Can't let this go right now. Can I help you?
Sure, Billy. You can help me.
Frank? Frank?
I asked you not to come back here. We could meet someplace.
This'll do just fine.
Frank. Did you find him at the garage?
He was very busy and I didn't want to bother him. So I shot him and left. I don't believe in long conversations, Doris. Tell me where it is.
I don't have it here.
Then where is it?
Listen, Frank.
Honey, you better tell me and tell me fast. Or I'm going to have to kill you, too.
Even trouble has its funny side. When you're gone, my sugar candy, I get lonesome. I get so
Hi, Pete.
blue.
Hi, Mother. Hey, new dress?
Oh, you've seen this old thing.
I like it.
Pete, that woman over there wants to sell you a purse.
Really? Did you get her name?
Stewart.
When you're gone, what can I do?
Mrs. Stewart?
Mr. Gunn, would you sit down?
Thank you.
I need you to deliver this.
Delivered? You're very generous.
Because of what's in here. It's very valuable.
Really? Would you mind telling me what's in it?
Papers that can save my life. Please, take this to the Advanced Storage Company. Somebody will meet you there at exactly 9:30.
That's a little vague.
The party will call you by name. Ask for the bag. Remember, Mr. Gunn, you do this and you can save my life. Something? It's locked.
Thanks.
You better let that loner get 20 years.
For what?
For breaking and entering.
You know you're a pretty good-looking kid.
Huh?
You sing pretty good, too.
Yeah?
I wonder what's in it.
Would you like to be alone with your little black bag?
Well, I'm caught in the throes of curiosity.
Yeah, I know the place well.
Really? You get caught in the throes?
Constantly.
What do you do about it?
I satisfy my curiosity.
Nope.
Well, then, try to concentrate on something else.
For instance?
Better?
Yeah, a little bit.
Gosh,
What?
you're so sweet.
Nothing personal.
Oh, of course not.
Bag bugs me.
Sure
does.
Yeah, well, look, I'll be back.
Swell.
You're not sore?
For what? He loves me not. He loves me not. He loves me not.
Hold it.
Edie, would you excuse us? I'd like to talk to Hairbreath Harry. All right, folks, it's all over. You can move along now. Did you get that ambulance?
How did you happen to show up?
Got an anonymous call. Mind telling me what it's all about?
Probably this.
What's in it?
I don't know.
Let me have it.
No, wait a minute. It belongs to a client.
Belongs to your local authorities now. That's what you pay taxes for. You got a key?
No. Nothing?
The whole bag full of it.
Yeah?
Maybe you've been had.
Yeah. Well, don't just stand there. Here's one of them.
You're jesting.
What's the matter?
You sure?
Well, I ought to be. Almost killed me.
That's funny.
What?
That's Frank Lyles. He was involved in a $200,000 payroll robbery. He was seen at the wheel of the getaway car.
So?
So, a few blocks away from the plant, the car crashed into a wall. Blew up, burned, the car and everybody in it, cinders. According to police reports, Frank Lyles has been dead for 2 years.
Yeah? Well, he was very much alive tonight. How many men were involved in that robbery?
4.
Was positive identification made?
How could there be? Nothing but cinders.
Then it's possible that one or more of the men got away before the car burned. I know Lyles is alive.
It's a very interesting idea.
That's why they tried to pick me up tonight. They were looking for something in this black bag.
And they're going to keep looking.
What are these?
Copies of requests for department appropriations.
They important?
Well, we'd like to think they are, but 3 different administrations have categorically ignored them.
Well, do you mind if I borrow them?
Help yourself. Well, at least somebody will get some use out of them. Don't slam the door.
Mr. Gunn? Mr. Gunn?
I think so.
What happened?
You tell me. I was resting.
I just got here. I had to know about the bag.
It's gone.
It's gone? It can't be gone.
I'd like a couple of answers. Like, what are you doing here, and how'd you know I'd be here?
You were in the phone book. I had to know about the bag. Where is it?
I'd like to know. I never delivered it. Your contact didn't show up.
Oh.
Mrs. Stewart, I've been getting this whole thing in serial form. Now, why don't you tell me the whole story?
I was a secretary to a well-known man, big company. I had access to some very important papers. I can't name the man. He was about to be investigated. Fraud.
Why can't you name the man?
Well, the investigation never came off. I found these papers, and I knew they were going to be very important to the hearing. I was about to turn them over. And then all of a sudden, the whole investigation just evaporated, and I didn't know what to do with the papers.
Why didn't you put them back?
Because they became my life insurance. A man started following me everywhere. I had to hold on to those papers in order to stay alive.
This man, did he have a scar across the bridge of his nose?
How did you know?
Have you any idea who he is?
No, it's just somebody hired to kill me.
Mrs. Stewart, I think your problem's half solved.
What?
That bag you gave me, there was nothing in it.
Empty.
Completely.
You're lying. I know what you're doing. You just want to keep those papers and use them for blackmail.
That's hardly in my line.
But, Mr. Gunn... Oh, I'm sorry. I guess I just don't know who to trust anymore. Mr. Gunn, please tell me the truth.
I told you. There was nothing in the bag.
But that's impossible. I kept it well hidden. Oh, they must have found it. I just don't know what else could have happened. They found it and took the papers. Oh, do you know what that means? They're going to try and kill me. Please, Mr. Gunn, you've got to help me.
How can I do that?
Well, the man who's been following me. You've got to find him before he finds me.
All right. And where can I get in touch with you?
749 Royer.
All right, Mrs. Stewart. Now, you go back to your apartment. And whatever you do, keep your door locked. How's it, Babby?
gets so you lose your spirit.
Them?
Me. The element of competition, Pete. Them bums ain't won a bet since Hoover beat L. Smith.
Rough.
Come to think of it, most of them had Smith.
Look, I'd like to ask you about another loser. Babby. Frank Lyles. He's got a scar right across here.
He shoots a bad stick.
Mm-hmm. Where can I find him?
Probably in trouble.
What's the address?
Small bill. Oil refinery. About a half mile off Marine Road.
Thanks.
See you later, Pete.
Looking better.
Thanks, Lieutenant.
I mean your story. Bargain basement hood named Carnes. We just ran a check on him. He used to run with Frank Lyles.
Yeah, well, it's like I told you.
I know what you told me, but now it begins to make sense. Frank Lyles did escape in that robbery. So did one of his partners, Billy Reese. Apparently, Reese made off with the money, and Frankie came looking for him.
How do you come up with that?
We just found Reese shot to death in a garage. He was making it as a mechanic.
Reese was using the name of Stewart, is that it?
He was wanted for armed robbery.
He was involved in the same robbery that Lyles?
Same one.
This report says that Reese has a wife. Have you talked to her yet?
We were on our way over there when we got this call.
I think we'd better go over there together. I've got a hunch that that wife might turn out to be my client.
Your serve.
Well, let's try this. Lyles wanted that payroll money. Now, somebody had probably told him that it was in...
Your little black bag.
That's why I was waiting for me outside Mother's. You said you got an anonymous call. That call was from a woman, wasn't it? Comes out one way. A setup. He was to kill me, then you were supposed to show up and arrest him for my murder. That way, all interested parties are eliminated. Except my carefree client. She runs free with the money.
Small problem. Didn't work.
Yeah. That's why she showed up back at my apartment. Lyles had stolen an empty bag from me. She knew he'd come back for the money and kill her. She hired me to smoke him out so she could kill him.
Only she nailed Carnes. I think we'd better go talk to Mrs. Stewart.
I think you're right. Mrs. Stewart? Mrs. Stewart!
Did you hear something?
Yeah.
Mrs. Stewart. Mrs. Stewart. Was it Frank Lyles?
He got the key.
The key?
Safety deposit box. West Side Merchants Bank.
Is that where the money is? Mrs. Stewart? All right, Lyles. Outside.
Oh, my Liberty Bonds! That's what he was after. He was after my Liberty Bonds.
No, ma'am.
He was. He stole my Liberty Bonds.
He didn't steal a thing, lady.